Main thing is, though, this bad boy arrived.
What's that? What's that little thing? Is that a Vita?
No, this is something much better than the Vita. This is the Steam Deck.
The
Steam Deck.
The Stream Deck.
Steam Deck, you know what it is.
I know. I'm so jealous.
Handheld PC brought to us by Valve. It's a beautiful little machine, and basically I can sit and play all my PC games on the go, wherever I want, in bed, on the sofa, on the shitter, in a plane, on a train.
That's where you do it.
Wherever I want to go, I can download the games and I can now play them handheld.
That's so badass.
One of the best things about this is it being a Linux-based machine. You can put yourself down to the desktop, and there are apps you can download which allow for emulation. You can put emulated games on there as long as you own them. And
the 3DS library.
So it's just like the Vita then?
All this back
I don't think so. But it's got Steam on it, mate.
I could literally do this by 4 clicks rather than having to hack the thing. I have the ability, it's an app on there. The Heroic app means I can now access my Epic game library and my GOG library.
Yes.
You can set up Xbox xCloud gaming on it, which runs amazing. I've played Guardians of the Galaxy on this thing, and it did not skip a beat. Like, it ran buttery smooth. Microsoft even have a guide online for how to set this up, so I can see them developing a native app for this very soon, because if they're doing guides,
it seems to be the new official way for that, doesn't it? It seems to be that the Xbox have seen this and gone, that could be our official way. That could be our little in.
Oh, of course it is. Rather than spending
Play
time
it on your
and
phone.
effort to make a machine, you're like, well, Valve have made a machine here.
We like Valve. We're friends with Valve.
Let's launch an app on it, and it's done. Like, Valve are literally happy for you. If you want, you can uninstall Linux and put Windows on there, so you can actually install the Game Pass app on there. I'm not going to do that.
That's if you're insane.
Bother to do all that.
Linux is better than Windows.
Yeah, I'm just going to stick to what's on there and what's offered. I've downloaded a few games on there. Now spoiled for choice, because I'm looking at going, which game do I play first?
So when are you going to play? When are you going to play Final Fantasy on that then?
I have Final Fantasy. I have the NES and the SNES Final Fantasy on here at the moment.
Good man, yes.
What I did find out, though, was when I put all my NES and SNES games on there, and I was going through them all, and I was like, 90% of these are shit, aren't they? I started playing all these old games and like jumping in on stuff, and I was like, these are just bad. And so I'm going to go through it and just curate.
That's what I was saying to you the other day. Me and Biggie do that because we like this kind of scene. We just see if it can run, and then we just don't play it.
Just keep it in your memory.
It does run.
I've spent more time fiddling around with stuff on this, setting up the ROMs and setting up the emulation and doing like custom backgrounds and getting things running, than I actually think I've played games on it yet.
Yeah, I've got
so much.
I've got 12,000 ROMs on my Mio Mini 2 Pocket, however it's called. I've not fucking played any of them. I've just tested them.
Yeah, I saw a meme which is basically a pie chart is like 80% of the time fucking around with the settings, 20% of the time playing. Might have even been less than that, but that's what it feels like.
I think that's the fun of it. It's like, do I want bilinear filtering? Do I not? Do I want CRT scan lines in? Yeah, let's have them in. That kind of shit. I love that shit. It's fun.
Got anti-glare screen on it, so I can go out and play it.
You play it on the sunbed.
Played it outside just to see what it looked like. Looks great. Yeah, it's just such a cool little machine. It's got these little trackpads on it as well, so it's got like a left and a right mouse button, so you can move the mouse around on it. It comes with
battery life like.
That's the only downside to it.
Would you expect it's so powerful? Of course,
if you're going to play an indie game, you might get 4.5 hours out of it. You're going to play a AAA game, you're going to need a portable charger.
Look, let's be realistic. Like, the Switch is not powerful, and that battery's shit. You know what I mean? It's
I was going to say you can only get like 2 hours of Breath of the Wild out of the Switch.
Yeah, at best. And I've got the second edition of the Switch, and it's still maybe 3 hours of Breath of the Wild at a push.
Yeah.
On
What
low
you could
lighting.
do is remove your desktop PC out the way, and you could get a dock for the Steam and put that there in the lounge instead.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you
Yeah.
can literally get a dock for these, and you could hook up to my TV, and
That could be your computer.
I could play with a PS5 Wii controller, not Wii
Mega,
Switch
innit?
controller, or an Xbox controller. You can hook any controller you want up to it and play that. Just put it. There's a little dock that my friend's bought. It says it works really well, so I might look into that. Just because sometimes I like having a desktop PC and I play online with my mates, but sometimes after you've been at a desk all day at work or you've worked from home, coming and then sitting to play a game on your desktop is a bit like, ugh.
He needs his desktop for Valheim when that updates. It's got more stuff to add
I
to
can
it.
play Valheim on this.
And the forest. He needs it for his little games
too, yeah.
where he likes getting wood and stuff. He loves wood. That boy. He loves a bit of wood.
But I tried some big games on this to see what it was like. I played Death Stranding on it, ran perfectly fine. I was bombing around on the trike.
See, that's the thing. The Death Stranding at that kind of, because you showed that's immense on a hand. That's still, it astounds me how it runs on a PS5. It's that beautiful. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, you're going to get a bit of graphical downgrade.
Of course you are.
But
who gives a fuck?
You've played games like Death Stranding or Red Dead Redemption 2 or
mental, isn't it?
Spider-Man that's just getting released on Steam this week, and those games will play on this, and that's incredible. I played GTA 5 online on this, and no issues, not one issue with connecting or any frame rate drops or anything. And I know that game's nearly 10-year-old now, but it still feels like crazy that I could play GTA 5 online on a handheld device.
Yeah. It's mega, man. Does it feel good to hold then? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Not getting any fatigue?
No, it feels really good. I think it feels a lot nicer to hold than the Switch does because it's just a chunky little boy.
I think the Switch is a little bit too small, personally. And I've only got little hands. I think it's a little bit too small. Not width-wise. I think the actual controls are just shit.
When I saw where the button layout was on this originally, I did think, oh, you're going to have to stretch your thumbs all the way up to the top for the analogs. Just feels fine. You've got two
bigger thumbs, innit?
Yeah, you've got some paddle buttons at the back as well. So you've got 4 paddle buttons at the back. So if you have a game where you want a racing game and use the paddles for gears or shift and stuff like that, going up and down the gears, then you can do that. It's a cracking little machine. Expensive as fuck, I won't lie, and ridiculous to get hold of at the moment. Gadget's got one pre-ordered and he's probably looking like
next year at some point.
Next year, yeah. So
you can go to CEX and get one for £1,000 if you want.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah,
you
can do that.
And you can put like a terabyte of SD card in this if you want.
It's mad, that, innit?
Yeah, you just the top one is a 512 gigabytes. Yeah, and you could put. I've got another 512 SD card.
The thing is, you'd use that 1 terabyte SD card for all your ROMs and stuff that you don't want to use, like the solid state stuff on. Do you know what I mean? The actual internal.
Yeah, I would do for that.
You'd use that for that.
I might start
run
doing
it off the actual deck.
What I might start doing is putting the bigger games on the deck, and then any smaller indie games that aren't going to be, as chuggy.
Yeah. Like you're not going to complain at Hollow Knight being on your SD card. It's not going to make any difference.
No. So yeah, love it so far. I'm looking forward to getting to playing with it more and going on holiday soon. So it'd be nice little see how it does on a plane journey.
Make sure you get insurance on your luggage, because that's expensive to put. I wouldn't dare go on holiday without. I'd shit myself.
This thing's coming with me,
in your hand. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's going to be in my bag. I'm not going to put it in my luggage. That would defeat the object of playing it on a plane.
Play games on a plane. I can't do it. I can't play games on a plane. It makes me sick.
Same.
I take my Vita with me when I go on a plane.
I never do. I always say I'll pack this and I'll play this. I never do. No, I can't do it. I have to sit there, even if it's a 7-hour flight. I'll just stare out of the window until I'm touched down.
Same. I have to grip onto the arms, otherwise that plane's going down.
Yeah, I don't like it either. I'm terrified of flying.